day. Time for some Giants baseball, guys. Here we are. We've got a special live stream for here. It's pregame Giants Sports Talk Live. Let's get going, guys. It's the San Francisco Giants versus the New York Yankees. Again, two storied franchises going to go head-to-head to play the first game of the season. Looking forward to it. Hey, guys, we got a couple of guys over in Longbridge Pizza. Again, thanks to Neil at Longbridge Pizza. They were able to hook up both our co-hosts in Glenn and Lou. What is up, guys?
Are we live? Hello. It's opening day,
live.
Eric.
This thing is on, and we are live. Yes.
Eric rocking the, it looks like a brand new Giants shirt there back in Master Control, the studios of Giant Sports Talk. Lou and I went with the Giant Sports Talk Live Giants look. So, and someone is in the house we're going to get to a little bit later. We have got a surprise guest. This guy is lit up like a pumpkin today. That's all I think you know. He's got the light show already going. Going to be a lot of fun. The guests are going to arrive. We'll have some on the air. People want to call in. I know Eric's going to put out the link. We're going to go for an expanded maybe 2 hours today.
Yeah, 2 hours, man. We'll throw out the link and we'll bring people in, hear what they have to say. But come on, man, it's opening day. You guys ready?
Yeah, Lou, you're excited for the start of the season, Lou? We talked about it last night.
You know, the one thing about baseball, it's life. Unlike football opening day, anything else, baseball, it should be a national holiday. It's one of those things. I mean, and I think what's exciting is it's just the Giants and the Yankees, the only show in town. And, we're about 3 hours away of first pitch. I'm getting chills just thinking about it. That's what it's all about.
Well, I'll tell you what, Eric, it's electric over at the ballpark. We're a few blocks down from the park this year. Last year, I was a few blocks over by the Caltrain station. You never know where we're going to pop up. Like I told Lou last night on the show, my dad used to say, you're like a bad weed. You just pop up when everybody least expects it. And I tell you what, there's a beehive of activity around the park and all over the shops. You know, baseball, Eric, it's good for business. You know, they talk about the tourist industry, good for your city. Well, baseball, brings out people. They're eating, I saw a couple of guys tailgating, Lou, down the street, getting their parking spot early. Yep. So this is what it's all about. And like Lou said, it should be a holiday. I mentioned on the show last night, Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric. I don't know if you had joined us that late in the show, but I did mention, Lou, that it's a day that I remember because it's like a family day. I let it out of the bag. Orange Man has arrived. He'll be coming in soon. But he's got his daughter here. I used to go to a lot of ball games, hang around the old sand lot with my dad. Lou, you talked about it, like 5 years old.
Yeah.
Baseball family.
I think it's really where the father and sons really bond. This would be my first without my dad. I just thought of that now. But most importantly, it's just an annual event, sort of how, New Year's Eve is for the adults. For the kids and us, it's all about baseball, and we talked about this before. Your first glove, the smell of the glove. When you get your first ball, the smell of the ball. It's just one of those things that really gets you going, and there's nothing like it. It's so unique, and that's what makes baseball so special.
Opening pitch today, Eric, at 5:05. Now, am I going to be looking for True TV today, or like the Mystery Channel? I hear it's only available in one spot. Do I need to subscribe to something today to watch the game, Eric?
Yeah, you're gonna have to if you're not subscribed to Netflix. And hey, here's another thing, and it's something I started thinking about last night. Remember who watched the Tyson fight on Netflix? And how the only thing exactly that's what I'm afraid of. Look, this is the only baseball game in town tonight. A lot of people are going to be tuning in. I hope that we're not going to see the little buffering symbol going on with this game. So, but I will be listening to it on KMBR, man. I love listening to baseball on the radio.
By the way, how's our feed from Longbridge Pizza today? Okay.
Good. There's a little bit of static. I don't know if it's just a tiny bit of static that comes through, but it sticks around for a couple of seconds and then it goes away.
Well, it is what it is. We're live and on location.
No, we're fine.
I'll tell you what, next time.
We're good. We're good.
Next time you and I are going to stay in the studio, Lou, and we're going to send Eric out.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, Lou. Eric, how are things back in the control room? Maybe you can bring up, maybe you surf the web, you get all the particulars. I want to take a look at today's starting lineup. Bit of a surprise here and there. We'll get your perspective on that while you bring it up, Eric. But I anticipated we'd see a little more pop, especially against a team that's got pop, the Yankees. Gerard, is not in the lineup today. Casey Schmidt actually playing first, and Devers is already, Eric, shenanigans have begun. I don't know what is going on with the lineup today. It is not, Eric, what I expected.
Hey, I'm not too worried about it. Let's see what happens. Here, hold on.
It will be if we're down 7-0 in the third.
Yeah, well, then,
anyway.
Yeah. Here we go. Here, let's bring this up.
Great,
This is what
thanks.
we got here. Let me blow that up a little bit more. Again, starting pitchers, Max Fried for the Yankees, Logan Webb for the Giants. Here we go. For the Yankees, Grisham is leading off, followed by Judge, Bellinger. Ben Rice is going to be the cleanup man. Stanton batting fifth. Chisholm, Jazz Chisholm Jr., sixth. Caballero, McMahon, and Wells, 7 through 9. There we go. For the Giants, Arias is going to lead off, followed by Chapman in the 2-hole. And I'm okay with that because he's actually had some success in the 2-hole. Devers will be batting third. Adames cleaning up. Lee batting fifth. Look, Lee had a pretty damn good spring. He showed some power this spring, which is I'm surprised. I don't want him out there freaking swinging for the fences because, sometimes that may not work out. Hey, just make contact, and if it goes over the fence, I'm okay. Ramos is batting sixth, Schmidt seventh, Bailey batting eighth, and then Bader, kind of like your second leadoff guy, if you will, where you got a leadoff guy in the 1-hole and also in the 9-hole. So there you go. That is the lineup for the Giants. As you can see, they're going left, right, switch hitter, and then back to the right.
There are just a few guys in that, and it's somewhere around the middle. It kind of gets crazy for me, and maybe even Chapman, Lou. But the illustrious Marty Laurie over in KMBR, he and I had predicted that Arias would be the leadoff guy. I think, Eric, you and Lou may have been on a different platform there. You wanted to see his bat driving in runs, maybe batting up or fifth. What do you think, Lou?
Yeah, the other thing is I thought Arias leading off today shows us we don't really have anything else because we're going against a lefty.
And I think that's why.
Yeah, and I think
Spot on.
Chapman batting second. Boy, I don't like that either. Just because Arias, a contact hitter, he gets on. I don't see Chapman getting over. I mean, one of Chapman's biggest problems last year was actually making contact, getting the runners over. But hey, it's a new year. Hopefully I'm wrong about Chapman. I know he had a great spring. He made a lot more contact. But again, this just shows something. The Yankees have their ace and their second starter down, and their third starter for opening day is Max Fried. That's the difference between the Giants and Yankees pitching staff right off the bat. Because imagine if the Giants were to lose Webb and Ray, how it would be. So, I think today too, it's a new mark. Tony V. I assume he's making the lineup. So, let's see if Tony V can start off today. And I think there's a lot of pressure on two people. Tony V, the way he's going to be managing. And I think Webb. Everyone wants Webb to be an ace. Here it is. There's no other games going on. You're on Netflix, East Coast, West Coast rivalry. Webb, step up. That's what I want to see.
You want to be the best, Eric, you got to beat the best. This is a great test for the Giants right out of the gate today with 3 games in the first 5 days. Like Lou said, they throw in Fried. Is Fried a starter on any other team, like opening day? No. He's forced into action, and I don't think the Yankees are too worried about it. Our problem hasn't changed since the start of training camp, Eric, in my opinion. Back end, 3, 4, 5. What are we getting there?
Well, we'll find out. I'm not. Let's just see how it plays out, and then we go from there. And that's all we could do at this particular time. But for specifically today, Logan Webb, here it is, man. This is you're on the world stage, if you will, and he's going to go out there, and we'll see what he does. He kind of has issues at the first inning, but let's see how he does. Maybe he's going to have a little adrenaline going on. This is the first game. You're the only game in town, and it's going to be huge. Look, it's the inaugural game on Netflix. It's the very first game of the new manager, Tony Vitello. So look, we're bringing in a new era here in San Francisco Giants baseball. Got a whole new manager, got a whole new coaching staff. Let's see what happens, man. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Juicy, man. Jeremy, what is up? I have not seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the fraternity we call Giants Sports Talk Live. He donates $2, says 5-3 Giants win first. win to 162-0. How about that? Dude, now that's a reach. That's a reach, man.
It's funny. Lou just whispered in my ear some of the names that are synonymous with opening day. Okay. We were on live last night with our kind of a pre-night. We're getting geared up. One more sleep night, we called it. Last night we had our pal, the physics teacher Dean, drop by, and I said he came out of the archives and it shows up because it's opening day, Eric.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen today? What's going to happen today? It's opening day. I'm sure there'll be a Robert Rothberg sighting somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure there will be.
162-0.
And I think, Eric, the one thing is, last year I've heard basically for the last 2 years the Matt Cain scenario with Webb. Let's see the Giants give him some run support because I'm sort of sick of that excuse, and I think today, especially where we're so concerned about the bullpen, the Giants have to get out early, have to get a lead, and Webb's got to keep it in control.
And a lot of people dropping by, Eric. I mentioned that we have got Orange Man. He'll be dropping by in just a few minutes. He's all lit up this year, too. He's got a light show. And there's some other people dropping by. In fact, look who's popping in here. Where is he? Look at that man.
What is up, Los?
What's going on? What's up, E? Where you at? You at home?
Yeah, I'm at home. Yeah, I was in the city yesterday. I was over there at Original Joe's with Marty Lurie's Mardi Gras, but that was a lot of fun.
Oh, nice. Great restaurant.
Yeah. It was fantastic.
Here with the boys.
Are you going to opening day or are you just
we're gonna do a watch party over at Standard Deviant, a couple blocks away.
Nice.
Yeah, right, but we'll be over there just having a great time.
I love the jersey and the hat, dude. I love it. The jersey.
He's rocking the look. Isn't that nice?
Dude.
Had to come by and say hello to the boys.
Wait a second. We're not letting him get away. You got to get his take on opening day.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Think of the team. We were just talking about. We don't know what's going on in the back end. 3, 4, 5 pitching, the bullpen. I don't know. Maybe we'll throw you in there for a few innings.
Yeah, well, I've gone to quite a few spring training games. Got to see a little bit of the boys, whatever you can see. I like their lineup. I think they're going to hit. The back end of the bullpen and the back end of the rotation is going to make or break them. If both of those do well, they're probably a mid-80, high 80 win team. But if they don't, they're going to be at 500 or less. So, if they're in contention, don't be surprised if they pull a trade, maybe to shore up and get another pitcher. But we don't know what Tyler Mahle is going to do or Hauser is going to do. They're not bad, and maybe in this ballpark they'll do okay. But I don't know about that fifth starter. I'm not quite sold on Landon Roop. But I love the lineup. I do like the lineup more than it's been a long time since I've enjoyed or I'm excited about the lineup potential.
This is going to be fun, Los. I mean, right? I mean, we've been watching the Giants here for quite a while. This is one of the more exciting lineups that we've seen in quite some time. And to Lou's point, talking about the lineup, I think the reason why Arias is leading off is because you're facing a lefty. And I think that's one of the reasons why they got the lineup the way they got it for today, specifically because of the pitcher. And look, and that's maybe something that we're going to see. We talked about wanting to have consistency because I think there is value in having consistency. But I think they might be game planning on the pitcher who they face. And maybe they tweak it between a lefty and a righty. It might be the same guys, but they may not be batting in that same line, or the lineup order may be adjusted. So, dude, I'll tell you, I said this on the show, Los. Luis Arias's at-bats are probably going to be the more exciting at-bats watching for the Giants other than Devers.
Night and day. Hey, you guys know me well enough to know I like 280-plus hitters. So, I don't like these 230, launch angle and all that crap. I like guys that
he's going to put the bat. He's going to bat on the ball.
Yes, absolutely. So,
and Lowe's, can you remember in the last 10 years, maybe 20 years since Bonds, where we actually had a professional hitter? I mean, really, when you think about it, we haven't. We've had ball players, but not really a professional hitter. Somebody, that can put the ball anywhere. And I'm excited about Arias because, first of all, he's healthy. And then second of all, this ballpark sort of fits him, I think, pretty well. Don't you think? We don't need his homers. We just need his gappers, triples out, triple alley, everything. I think it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yep. No, definitely. Completely agree. And just to show you where we've been hitting-wise the last 5 years or so, they called Wilmer Flores a professional hitter. Arias is at another level.
Yep.
At another level.
I agree.
It is.
I'll let you guys get back, man.
Hey,
Enjoy your show.
Good luck
Great
with
to
your
see
show
you guys.
later on.
Take it
See
easy,
you
brother.
tomorrow.
Well,
Thank you for
we'll
coming
see.
by.
There we go.
We'll
Love
see a
Stevie.
picture around these parts. We were remember we saw him here last time we dropped by.
It was during the summertime. Remember, it was during the summertime. That was awesome,
great.
man.
Well, Steve
Yes.
dropping by and paying a visit here on location. We're on location thanks to the folks at Longbridge Pizza.
Yep.
They're putting on a spread for everybody. They're in the other room right behind us. I don't know if you can see any of them. A lot of people, Eric, when we go on location, especially when the camera's rolling like this, Lou, a lot of people run and scurry. Are we on live? And they're gone. One guy who's not like that, Orange man. Orange, are you eating? Okay, he's having a bite to eat.
No, it's okay. Don't worry.
He's
I will let you
fueling
in.
up. He's fueling up with me here shortly.
Eric, the one good thing too is what I'm excited about today driving over, the orange and black, the black and orange.
Yeah, there you go.
Everywhere, and there's nothing like it. They always talk about how the Niners fans travel. I've been to Chicago when the Giants play there. There are a lot, and I mean a lot, of Giants fans. When I was down in San Diego last year, when I went to Del Mar, I mean, literally, I probably saw close to 2,500, maybe 3,000 fans. And there's just something about being a Giants fan on the road. But when it's something special like a home opener, where we still have hope, I mean, people are high-fiving on the street. When I walked in, everyone complimented, "Oh, my God, I love your shirt. Oh, my God, I've been to who's Tommy?" I go, "Oh, they're one of our sponsors here at Giant Sports Talk Live." It's just everyone is so excited about the moment. And it's sort of funny. The one thing about baseball, it's like a countdown, 2 hours till first pitch. Who's singing the national anthem? Who's throwing out the first pitch? I don't know if you guys heard. I mean, I heard a little rumor who's throwing out the first pitch. Have you heard who's throwing out the first pitch?
I thought it was Eric Romo, but apparently he's back in the studio. Eric is no stranger to first pitches, by the way.
Well, I was told
you remember
a young lady from Oakland.
The gold medalist.
She's going to wear her Olympic medal?
I just heard that's the rumor I heard, that she's throwing
cool.
out the first pitch.
Very
That'd
good.
be cool.
So,
That's
which would be
cool
cool
right there,
because,
right?
and then
That's
again,
cool.
that's somebody you want. I think that's pretty cool, but exciting. And do you want? I didn't hear about the super chat. Sorry.
No worries. Juicy Man Jeremy again. He donates $10. He donated $2 earlier. Donates 10. He says, "I don't usually type because I listen while I work." Hey, nothing wrong with that. But I love the energy from you guys and love seeing Glenn get angry at some of the fans' takes. LOL. Love from Colorado. Look at that. Glenn is getting some love.
Me?
Eric,
should I
as
ban
he's
him?
real.
Should I ban him?
I think the
Should
one
I
thing
ban
about
him?
Giant Sports Talk Live, we're fans and we speak for the fans. We're not homers.
Yeah.
You can go on our show one night and it's going to be completely different. I think we've earned our reputation. I mean, they call me super salty for a reason.
NHN, Eric, No Homer Network. And I got to be good. You know what? I may be a little less crusty. You'll be a little less salty because it is opening day and we are on location. I don't want to spend any time in the penalty box, Eric. We're just going to behave. We got to put on a good show for our sponsor here, Longbridge Pizza. And if you're heading down to the ballpark today, you're going to park down this area, drop in, get a slice, a little cold drink.
There you go.
Head over to the ballpark.
Get a nice adult beverage, get a slice, hang out with the guys there. Glenn and
Eric,
Lou,
we're going to take a quick break. Maybe you can, run a commercial or two. You can maybe tee up what's coming up tonight. And we'll be back with a special guest here in Giant Sports Talk Live right after this.
All right, there we go, guys. There's our proud sponsor for the 2026 season for Giant Sports Talk Live, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, home of the world famous Tommy Margarita. Again, you can find that on every single continent in this planet we call Earth. How about that, guys? So again, if you guys want to go have a look, I'm gonna tell you, with Tommy's Mexican, the atmosphere of the restaurant is fantastic. The people are fantastic. Food is great. And of course, the world famous Tommy Margarita is absolutely fabulous. So again, guys, make sure you go check out Tommy's Mexican. But today, hey, we got guys over in Longbridge Pizza. Again, Neil over there at Longbridge Pizza allowed us to partake in their establishment to do our show from over there. So it's awesome. Again, a very special thanks to Longbridge Pizza. We appreciate them. I see it down there in the green room. Oh boy, we got a special guest. You want to, right? What is fan short for? Fanatic, right? Well, we got a fanatic lined up for you as Glenn is standing by with the one and only Orange Man. What is up, dude?
There he is.
What's up, guys? You guys can hear me?
Perfect.
He lives in testing 1, 2.
So I just want to say, you, Lou, all you guys do a fantastic job. I didn't follow you guys this summer because I've been busy.
No worries.
But I try to catch you guys after listening to it when I go to bed. So
nice.
And if you recall, last year it was like a meet and greet. Remember I turned around. We were live on the street last year, a year ago today, Eric, and I turned around and go, "What the heck? Look what's coming up the street." And you go, "That's Orange Man." So we got an interview, and he said, when I grew up poor, I used to listen to the games. It was theater of the mind. I listened on radio. I don't think you even had a television.
no, we didn't have a television.
So you enjoy shows like Giant Sports Talk Live. You enjoy listening to games on the radio, and of course KMBR.
KMBR was my. I was telling my story to my daughter why I love baseball and why I'm still connected to baseball. But anyways, before we continue, I want to congrats Venezuela for winning the Classic. And my wife's from Venezuela. That's why.
All right. That's awesome, man.
People don't understand that. I think it meant more to the people.
Yeah.
To the U.S. I think people don't understand that. It has nothing to do. I love U.S., but Venezuela was a special thing, and I mean, it was crazy. People were going nuts back home. So,
I bet.
Yeah, that's a big thing for Venezuela.
That's awesome. And we got two of them on the Giants, right? In Jose Buto and Luis Arias. They came back to San Francisco with gold.
Matos was Venezuela.
Yeah, that's right.
He's gone. Let's not talk about the past.
Yeah,
that's right.
We got to move forward.
That's right.
Yep, that's true.
All right. I always ask you. I did it last year. So it's one thing about opening day, Eric. Same with other networks, television. They rehash the same stuff. So I got to say, what does opening day mean to Orange Man?
Oh, man, I love it. I was trying to get my wife to come, and there's no way she's coming with Orange Man. Orange Man, she's here. So I asked my beautiful daughter, and she's excited. It's amazing. Man, opening day is just a blessing to me. I mean, that's right. I just love baseball. It connects with me. I love it more than anything, more than basketball, more than football. Opening day is just great, man. It's just amazing. It's an American sport, and now it's worldwide, and it's now on Netflix. Really?
Yeah, how about that? Yeah.
I mean, do I agree? That's another topic. But hey, that's how it's growing. It's growing everywhere. And we can sit here and discuss, do I like it or not? I'm not going to go there. But hey, it's growing, and I'm happy to be here with you guys, man. This is amazing.
Well, you might not be able to find the game all the time. I mention that to Eric all the time. It's on like True TV. Next it'll be on like the National Geographic Channel. They're all over the place, Eric. But you have come to know that if you want coverage and Giant Sports Talk, we're here.
Oh yeah,
we're here, and you know where to find us.
Absolutely, guys. Hey, you guys. By the way, you guys have been growing. Viewers, it gets bigger and bigger, man. I mean, that's
appreciate that.
That's how talented you guys are.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
You guys brought Lou in and another another savage, another stud.
He's a savage in the pizza right now. He's taking a little break. As he
Nice.
said last night, didn't stand a chance.
Nice.
Yeah, you
Hey,
guys-
but I'm going to say, Orange Man, hey, and if it wasn't for fans like you, we want to be able to have a show like this. So we appreciate your support. And, you've always been there. We appreciate it. And it's awesome. And I love the story that you tell about your about what baseball means to you. And it's just awesome. And you talk about the game, right? I mean, this last year, the playoffs, the World Series, and then now it's culminated with the WBC. And now we get opening day on Netflix, right? Which is huge. And it's Giants Yankees. I mean, these are two storied franchises. Back when they were both you had, what were they? Who are the damn Yankees? Gosh, what were they called? The Highlanders. I think they were the Highlanders, and the Giants were the Gothams. So, I mean, you want to talk about going back. We're talking 19th century, right? And here we go. It continues here in 2026, where both of these teams are going to go head to head to inaugurate the 2026 season. Love it.
And like Orange Man said before he popped on, or after he popped onto this set here, we went live. He's here with his daughter today. Lou and I talked about, fathers and sons, fathers and daughters, families. It should be a day. At noon on opening day of baseball season, maybe this year, give it 2 or 3 days. Noon, school's done. Everybody gets to go out and enjoy this national pastime we call baseballs. We broadcast from Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street. Drop by, say hi to Lou. Lou will maybe save you a slice of pizza. We'll get you on the show like Orange Man. It took time out of his busy day to pop by. And it was only 1 year ago today that I got to meet you. Eric knew of you. And do you remember this? All we need is like the music.
There it is.
It was a year
Look
ago.
at that. Nice. That's awesome. Hey, you know what? Hey,
That's where I got to meet met the legend.
yeah, there you go. Exactly.
Oh,
And
about
hey,
that.
Look, you want to talk?
Nothing has
talk about
changed.
opening day?
Look, nothing has changed, Eric.
Nope.
Got the hat.
Put the hat, and
glasses.
it's all
I
lit
see
up
the
right
lights.
there.
I love the lights.
You won't
Absolutely.
lose them. You won't lose them at night. I love it, Eric. You know what?
Hey.
We're all happy. Baseball makes
Hey.
people happy.
It does. Hey, and I put this out a little bit earlier today, guys, talking about opening day and what it means. Let's listen to Tom O'Doul, who is the cousin of the great Lefty O'Doul.
And I've been around baseball for a few years. I was telling a story today about when the Giants first came to San Francisco. I started following the Giants in 51. And as Willie Mays told me when I met him one time, 51, you old. So I am old. But I became a Giants fan in 51 when the Mays signed with them. And I've been a Giants fan ever since. But when they came to San Francisco, my dad finally says, well, you finally get to see Willie Mays play live. We're going to Seal Stadium for the opening day game. I says, Dad, it's a school day. It's not for you. It's not. So my dad was a good man. So I got to see Willie Mays. He didn't do anything that day, but Orlando Cepeda hit 2 home runs.
There you go.
And see what it brings back memories. We talk about it on the show, Eric, for many
Yes.
a month, many a year now. Baseball is memories.
But you know what, guys? Baseball.
And he remembers the game. He's telling you who
Yes.
got the hits and the home runs.
Baseball's unique, man. It's not like basketball. Opening day for football. It's just
It's not the same.
It's not the same, and people don't understand that opening day is like an all-day event. It's not. You go to the game and you tailgate. No, man, it's an all-day event. You get there 5 hours before the game. You walk around. It's a different feel for
Yeah.
me, and for a lot of baseball lovers that love opening day.
And one of the things, too, Eric, that he hits on, unlike hockey or basketball, the NBA, or even the WNBA, one of my favorite sports, Eric, it's great. It is an opening day that gets your vibes, the juices flowing, but it's baseball. And if you go to a NASCAR event, which I've been to, unbelievable vibe, okay? And football, tailgating and a football. I could picture you as a Raider fan. I could picture you dress up like this. I'd hate to see him at a Raider game, Eric. But I feel like you get out in the fresh air. It's sunny. It's beautiful in the Bay Area today, Eric. A little warm. Perfect day for
I bet.
baseball. And it's a sure sign of spring and summer. So,
Guys, before I leave, I'm going to give you my predictions for this year.
Let's hear it.
I believe we need all the offensive players need to be
who they can be?
They need to be productive. I mean, they got to
Yep.
have career years for us to make the playoffs. They all got to hit. They all. I mean, they
have to, man. Right? They're gonna have to. They're gonna
We
have
all
to.
gotta
Exceed
hit.
a little, we're gonna have to exceed expectations to a certain extent if we want to see them. And of course, it's the same with the pitching too, man. The pitch, that bullpen. I'll say
you know,
it again.
you know what, guys? I've always felt this. I've coached for 18 years, 20 years. We got to have luck. We got to be.
Yeah,
lucky.
you do. You got to have some luck in there. Yeah.
We got to be lucky at certain things.
Yeah, look, there is luck that plays into many things in life. I mean, it's not just baseball. Many things in life have to do with luck. You know, sometimes things just fall into place for whatever reason, and you know, you want to say if it's luck, sure, but yeah.
To be honest, I think our starting pitching is better than last year's.
Starting pitching, I think coming out of the blocks, I agree. I'm a little concerned, Orange Man, about the durability. Where are they going to be in July?
But that's what I'm saying. We started great last year, right? I mean,
yeah, we did.
We started great, and then we went 500 for 2-3 months, and then we fell apart. We can't do that. I mean, these starters, they need to be consistent all year round. And our bullpen, man, I have no idea what's going to happen. But like I said, guys, the guys need to show up and have career years. I don't care if it's rookies or second years or whatever. We got to. And I believe in Tony. I like Tony's energy. I think it's a new voice for everybody for Major League Baseball. I think it's a different baseball, man.
Certainly a fresh look to this year's Giants team too, Eric. This year, it feels a little different. You get the new manager. Buster's really putting his stamp of approval on this team. We're seeing new faces, new bullpen, as good or bad as it may be. The back end, 3, 4, 5. I'm not sold on it, but at least fresh faces. This is a team that is not afraid, it appears, at least to experiment and make the changes that maybe should be made.
Yeah.
Good point.
Eldridge,
Good point.
Hey,
let him cook. Just let him cook.
He's not Acuna Jr. He's not Harper. I mean, those guys, when they came in up at 20, 22 years old, they can hit.
19. Yeah, 19, yeah.
Tatis Jr., I mean, when these guys came up at 20, 21 years old.
Juan Soto.
I mean, they can hit. Exactly. Eldridge, he looks great, but then he looks awful. When I say awful, he strikes out. His discipline at the plate, I don't like. I mean, I think he's guessing on the next pitch. That's why he strikes out a lot. I mean, he doesn't have an approach. That's my opinion. When Soto, Tatis, and all these super young kids came up, I mean, they can hit. I mean, those guys, one spring training and they were up in the majors.
You knew they were ready.
And they were ready. That's a superstar, guys. That is a superstar.
Yeah, but that's a word that's thrown, as we know, Eric, that's a word that's thrown around pretty loosely around Giants baseball. Superstar.
We don't have a superstar, guys. Devers.
Well, we got a couple of superstars. One's having lunch, and the other guy's back in the studio right there.
Oh, no, come on now. Come on.
There's the stars.
Come on.
Enjoy opening day,
guys.
buddy.
Thanks, guys. Hey, pleasure. Lou. You guys.
Thanks for showing up in style.
I know we're
amazing.
we're 365 days out, Eric, but can we get back opening day next year too?
Hey, and,
There we go.
Hey,
I love it.
Also, too, the other station, what's his name? Dan. He does a great job too, guys. You guys both do a great job.
We all help each other.
I've listened to both of you guys. I follow
Appreciate
you guys more. And I like Lou over there too. So,
And you're a big fan of Chardall, I heard.
Yeah. He's funny.
All right, let's throw things back to Eric. Orange Man, I almost called him Chardall. Orange Man, good job as always. Rock and roll today. Beautiful daughter with you.
Yeah.
You guys are going to enjoy the sunshine and a day out at Oracle Park.
Hey, if you're gonna walk over here, don't walk. Get a scooter.
It's
warm,
a
Eric.
ways.
All right,
It's a
back
walk.
to you in the studio, Eric. We're at Longbridge Pizza, 2347 3rd Street here in San Francisco. We're just down from the ballpark. Come pay us a visit. Get us cold refreshment. They got pizza pies, Eric. We're eating better than you, Eric, and we're going to take a break, have a little munchie, and we'll be back with more on location today. It's opening day on GSTL.
Right on. There we go. Again, Glenn and Lou over there, Longbridge Pizza. What is up, everyone? Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Just going to take a look at the chat here. Rosemond says, Eric and Glenn let's get sentimental. Do you remember the first time you went to a Giants game? If so, how was it? With friends, family? Oh yeah, absolutely. Went with my dad, my whole family. My very first baseball game was an Oakland A's game, and then we went to a Giants game later on. But yeah, dude, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than your first experience of a baseball game, and it's the sounds and the colors and the sights. I mean, it's absolutely incredible. I'm telling you, crazy. I mean, it almost takes your breath away. You know, when you walk into these big giant stadiums and you see the bright green grass, bright blue skies, and it's just, and specifically when the Coliseum had the open center field, you could see the ivy out there. You could see the Berkeley Hills. Oh, it was a beautiful ballpark at one time. Not so much anymore. But yeah, there we go. Your friend Infante, love the show. Appreciate that, Infante. Have not seen you in the chat before. Welcome to the fraternity we call Giants Sports Talk Live. Right on. Armand, what is up? Happy opening night. I hate watching the Yanks. Oh, okay. There we go. All right. Hey, I got another guest in the green room. Let's go ahead and bring him on. It is Gary from the New York Giants Preservation Society. What is up, Gary? Dude, I got to hear it because I just got past your book where you're talking about your first opening day, right? In Shea Stadium, if I'm not mistaken.
That was not opening day. That was the first game I ever went to.
Oh, that's what it was. First game you ever went to.
Shea Stadium.
That's what it was. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yes, and that was in 1969.
Nice.
A couple of years ago, Giant Enterprises sent me to Yankee Stadium for the opening series when they played the Yankees in Yankee Stadium.
Nice.
Don't want to see a repeat of that. So looking forward to the game today because. If the Yankees win, I'm going to be hearing about their quest for 28, and I don't want to hear that, okay? I got to live with this here, and I do not want to live with that.
I tell you what, we started it off nice last night. Went to Gary, listen to me. I went to Marty's shindig, right? Mardi Gras. Place was absolutely packed. I mean, it was insane. But you know who was there? And I think I talked to you about it a little bit. Aaron Judge had dinner at the same time that we had the Mardi Gras. So we got a chance to see him with his good friend, Anthony Rizzo. They had a nice dinner there at Original Joe's, but it was a great way to start it off. It was the eve before opening day. And it was just, look, it was because there were so many people, we got split up. So Lou and Glenn had to go sit in one table and we sat at another. And the table that we sat at, all Giants fans ranging. I mean, I was like, again, similar to your society. I was the young guy almost. Me and Ibrahim are the young guys at the table, but it was fantastic. It was just fellow Giants fans talking about baseball, and it was awesome. It was great times.
I also I went out in 2024 when the Giants hosted the Yankees, and I had to sit through a 3-game sweep that just gnawed at my stomach. So I'm really hoping that today is the start of new. Of course, it's a new season, but I want a little retribution.
There you go.
Because I had to sit there. I had to sit there and watch Doval give up a home run to Soto in the top of the 9th. And just it was a butchering for 3 days and not a lot of fun.
Exactly. Oh, real quick before I see Lou, he's ready to go down there with another guest. Jose says, Gary, is your book at Barnes and Nobles? Might be on Amazon.
It's available on Amazon.
There you go.
And I honestly, I think you'd enjoy it. It's a great story of my life following the Giants from across the country. So
Jose,
and then I got to meet people like Eric and Glenn and Lou from this, and it's a great thing. So I wish you guys the greatest year with the Giants. I'll be along for the ride. I hope a lot of the evenings. But have a great time today. Let's bring home a victory. Go Giants.
Let's go.
Eric, thanks so much for asking me to come on for a few minutes.
Yeah, you bet. Take care, Gary.
Be well, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. There was the great Gary Mintz from the New York Giants Preservation Society. Again, check them out on YouTube. Fantastic. They have awesome guests, and the dialogue is out of this world. If you're a baseball fan, go check out the New York Giants Preservation Society. All right, let's bring in Lou. He's got a guest. Lou, what is up, man? Who do you got here?
Hey, Eric, this is the man responsible for letting us come here. This is Neil. Neil's one of the owners of Longbridge Pizza. Again,
What's up, Neil?
2347 3rd Street. I actually met Neil through, he actually graduated from a great institution called the University of Arizona. So another Arizona grad being successful. And I met him because we always have get-togethers with U of A, of course, who are playing tomorrow. But I called him up, asked him if he could do a little podcast here. And he said, of course, for a bear downer, no problem. But this is Neil. Neil, why don't you tell us about Longbridge Pizza? Has it been your dream to open a pizza place like this? How long has Longbridge been here? And now that COVID's done, is it exactly what you hoped for? I guess is the best way to ask.
Well, thank you, Lou and Eric, for having me on. So we opened Longbridge Pizza in 2014. Andrew Markoulis and I opened it together. We actually went to high school together. We grew up on the peninsula. We grew up Giants fans, going to Candlestick Park, freezing there out on Tuesday night games with our Little League teams. So after high school together, we actually went to college, and we were roommates at the University of Arizona. Fast forward a couple years, he was cooking in restaurants. I was working at a local pizzeria here in San Francisco. We connect in 2013, and we said, you know what, we've always had a passion for food and being part of a team and building a community. So we said, you know what, we loved pizza, and that's kind of how it got started. One other thing that really got me started was after I graduated college in 2009, I went on this pizza tour called Scott's Pizza Tour in New York City.
Oh, wow.
And I was actually out there going to see all the baseball stadiums on the East Coast. So I went to Camden Yards, where the Phillies play, the new Citi Field, the new Yankees Stadium, and then we hit Pittsburgh. So when I was in New York, I went on this pizza tour, and then this guy really got me into it. I started eating at pizzerias. I started making pizza, and 12 years later, we're here doing this great podcast.
And the pizza is amazing here, Eric. For me, you know, I love pizza, but it doesn't fill you up. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you eat pizza, you know, some of his competitors where you have one slice and then, you know, you're in a food coma. Here, it's not like this. It's exceptional. The pizza's so good. It's got to be good considering they're still here when he opened through COVID. I mean, obviously COVID, you guys basically survived somehow because of the quality of pizza. And now, you know, 7 days a week, if I remember. Are you guys open?
Closed Monday.
Closed Monday only. But they're here constantly. I mean, we've only been here for an hour. A lot of Giants fans, people walking in. You know, I think the vibe down here is all about Giants. And then normally, like, say the Giants have a game on a Friday night, right? Or now hopefully it helps you guys too now with the Saturday night games at 6:30. Are you assuming now what do the Giants being so close to you guys mean?
It's great to see everyone who comes out for them. You see the jerseys. People will come in here, get pizza, get beer before the game. And it's really, for us, everything's been about community. And to see that San Francisco Giants community come out, support us, support the Dog Patch neighborhood in which we're in, that's what it's all about. And it means so much to us that they come support us. And one thing we do tell people is if they are coming from the peninsula, to get off at 22nd Street, and it's a 7-minute walk from that station to us. You could check out Dog Patch. There's a great brewery, other things in the neighborhood. And then you could hop on the T or just walk down to the stadium. So you know what? I know most people get off on 3rd and King, but if you want something a little different and you're coming from the peninsula, 22nd Street is a great stop to come see our great community as Dog Patch.
Yeah, and the other thing,
I
Eric.
like what he said. Hey, real quick, Lou. I like how he talks about community because having a pizza shop, it kind of brings the community together because that's what pizza does. And I tell you what, I got a chance to go to Longbridge last year when Paulie Mack had his little get together, and it was awesome. Me, Lou, and Robbie DeVille. I think Los was there. Had some nice pizza. I think you had Czech Pilsner beer. Do you still have that Czech Pilsner beer?
It's actually on that table right over there.
There you go. See, that was beautiful. But talk a little bit about what type of pizza style do you have there at Longbridge?
So what we call it is, you could call it artisan New York with sourdough crust. It's not the Neapolitan. It's not the thicker style pizza. It is pretty thin. But the one thing we do a little different is that we use all sourdough, and we use a lot of whole wheat in that sourdough. And about 20% of our final dough is organic whole wheat. We feel like it gives it another depth of flavor. We use really high quality ingredients from the tomatoes that come from Modesto. The cheese is the highest quality cheese made in Wisconsin. And it really is, though, for us, is about the dough and then execution of the dough from the team.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Eric, and again, like I said, the pizza's so good. It is. That's Glenn, of course, scarfing down my last few pieces. Thanks. I think it's really good because I think too many times people go, hey, I want to go to a Giants game. Where should I eat before? And there's been so many changes, especially with COVID. This place, first of all, it's got parking. If you have a Clipper card, you can get the key for free. Drops you right off. As you know, when you took it, the Muni, it's simple. And plus, when you walk in here, it's a great vibe. They have back rooms. They have the ball games on, in case, that you're interested in another team beside the Giants. And I think what's nice is you just walk in. I've been here probably half a dozen times. Usually it's all family related. So I think it's special when if you're going to come to a ball game, spend the money here at Longbridge, right? Bring your family, relax before you get to the game. And it just really works out. And, I just think, Neil, of course, being an Arizona boy, he didn't even hesitate. He goes, hey, Lou, I'm in. Whatever I need for you. And I think that's what's important.
Yeah, and I tell you, I walked from Oracle Park up to Longbridge. It's a little bit of a walk, but I'll tell you, it's fun because you walk by the arena, all that. Yeah, it was a nice walk.
Glenn wanted to know because he's been scarfing it down so much if they deliver.
It's so good. I want one for the 7th inning stretch. Do they deliver?
I don't think we deliver to the park. Uber Eats might. They have this whole system where I think you actually can order off the Uber Eats app and pick it into a different section, and we are on that.
So if I'm sitting in my seats,
you might
I
be
can
able
order
to.
you.
You might be able to.
And then what? So Glenn lives right by the ballpark. He lives literally a block away in the apartments. He's the one that makes the money, unlike me and Eric. So if he wanted a Longbridge pizza, would you guys be able to deliver like within the mile?
Yeah, so we use third-party delivery services. We tell people to go to our website. It will be taken by a Uber Eats or DoorDash driver. It is always cheaper if you come to pick it up here. But if you want to just chill on your couch, watch the game, not leave, you could get delivered.
And they do got a nice yellow zone that every time I drive by, I always want to take, but I got to respect Longbridge, is always free. So if you guys order, say they'll tell you, hey, 15 minutes right in front. There's a yellow zone right there, and they'll run out the pizza to you. So I think that's important. But Neil, again, we really appreciate you having us here. And back to you, Eric.
All right, thanks again. I'll kick you out so you guys can get some new people in, and I appreciate Neil. It's great talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Awesome. There we go, guys. There was Neil from Longbridge Pizza giving a little synopsis on what Longbridge Pizza is all about, their location, what you can expect when you go to Longbridge Pizza. Again, guys, I was there last year. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. You will not be disappointed if you go and visit that establishment. If you want some good pizza, hang out with some friends, again, before a baseball game or any other time. It's good stuff, man. You guys will enjoy it. Jim Thurko, what's up, Jim? Happy opening day to you, my friend. $5. Thank you. Eric, my favorite lineup: Arias, Adames, Devers, Ramos, Encarnacion, Chapman, Lee, Bailey, Bader. That's my lineup. Let's see how many times Tony V uses it. Yeah. And I got a feeling, Jim, I think we're going to see some altering of the lineup throughout the season. I kind of like the consistency, but we'll see what works, man. We will see how it works out, Jim. But it's opening day. I'm not going to cast a dark cloud because again, it's the beginning of freaking baseball, man. And that's what it's about. So I can't wait to start catching the game here. Guys, about an hour and a half or so. Hour and a half. Now, they say 5:05 first pitch, but I don't know if that's going to be the actual first pitch. I think it's going to be a little bit later with all the festivities and everything like that. I got a feeling it's going to be a little bit later, but we'll see. We'll see what's up. C. Davis, what's up? Happy opening day to you, my friend. What is up? What is up? You know why my face looks different? Because this is daylight. How many times do you get to see a stream when there's sun coming in through the room? Not very often. Not very often. So at night, of course, you got the shadows and everything, so it looks a little bit different. Armand, yeah, dude, here, let me send out the link. Guys, I'm going to send out the link. So anyone wants to join, you guys are more than happy to pop in. I want to hear about opening day from you guys. All right, there we go. I want to hear opening day from you guys. Oh, I think, did it go? Yeah, it went right. And again, just talk about the upcoming season, man. Looking forward to it. Again, Logan Webb taking the ball for the Giants. Max Fried will be the starting pitcher for the New York Yankees. Should be interesting. The lineup is out for those of you who don't know. What is the lineup? Arias will lead off, followed by Chapman, Devers. Adames will be the cleanup hitter. Lee, Ramos, your 6 and 7, or I'm sorry, your 5 and 6. And then 7 through 9 will be Schmidt at first base, Bailey, and Bader. There we go. That is the lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Let's see what happens, guys. Only game in town, man. All eyes will be on the Bay, right? Everybody is going to get a chance to see our beautiful ballpark of Oracle Park. So it should be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it, guys. Been waiting to, after the conclusion of the World Series, which was fantastic, by the way, we had the off season and what were the Giants going to do, and yeah, whatever. I'm not going to go down what they were going to do, their additions, or I should even say their minuses. And then, of course, we had spring training and then the WBC, which helped us tide us over for a little bit. But yeah, it was awesome. All right, let's bring in our good friend from New York, another friend from New York. We had Gary, who's from Long Island, who's a Giants fan from Long Island. And now we got our buddy, our contributor of the year. He's got it up on the screen. Our contributor of the year, Armand, all the way from New Jersey. What is up, Armand?
The only Met to win a championship last year. Like I said in my speech.
Nice. All right, I see Glenn and Lou are ready to go back, so I'm going to bring them in as well. So let's bring these guys in. All right, there we go.
Happy opening day, Armand.
Happy opening day, Glenn, Lou. Thank God.
I know your Mets aren't playing, but it's still opening day, and I know you've got a newfound love for the San Francisco Giants because of our good friend Eric, Lou, myself at Giant Sports Talk Live.
Absolutely.
You're like an outsider who's kind of coming out of the closet. You're kind of a Giants fan. I knew it.
I'm hate watching the Yankees tonight, so.
That's true too.
Hey, there's Liam, our buddy from the UK across the pond. Says, come on, Giants, I want to see Vitello get these boys pumped. Hey, Liam, the link is out there. If you want to join, go ahead. I know it's probably wee hours of the morning over there, but yeah, you're more than happy to join.
Hey, Armand, I've been listening to the last few mornings to my good friends WFAN. I listen to the morning show every morning, and man, not a lot. I don't understand it. The big flagship. They are the flagship station of Yankees baseball. And there's such little coverage. Like, I don't get it. But did you hear last night's show? Breaking news. Well, it's the first breaking news, but we got more. Last night, Marty, do you know who Marty Laurie is?
Yes, I do know Marty.
So Marty Laurie is a legend in the broadcast community in the Bay Area. Self-made. I mean, he was a lawyer, said, I want to work in radio and I want to be a broadcast. He just did it. And he's been successful for many, many a year. So he hosted a little event, and they had no seat. They go, the two big guys, where are we going to put the two big guys? They said, how about we move you into the, when you go to Vegas, there's like the regular room, and we'll put Lou and Glenn in the high roller room. And I said, I don't know about this, Lou. Well, guess who was sitting just down the 3 booths down from us? Aaron Judge. Judge. And the other guy, Lou, sitting beside us.
With an R. Well, it's so hard.
Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo?
Rizzo was just like
And
2
I
booths
didn't
up.
even know it was Rizzo because Judge is such a beast.
Oh,
I go, who is that small guy?
built like a brick
Yeah.
house.
In fact, it's so funny because the rumor is out here, as you know, they both attended a high school called Mitty, but he looks identical because I went to University of Arizona, so I know Aaron Gordon very well. And Aaron Gordon and him look like twins. So I went up to him and I go, hey, I'm sorry to bug you, Aaron, but a buddy of mine who plays NBA, you guys look identical. And I go, do people ever come up to you and say, hey, are you Aaron? And of course, he says yes. And I go, you Aaron Gordon? And then, of course, he says, no, I attended Fresno State. The guy you want attended University of Arizona. He plays basketball. I play baseball. So I guess it happens all the time where people come up, especially, if you're not sure, you assume that he's a baseball, a basketball player being his size. So, but could not have been nicer. He was very nice, wasn't really bothered. And then, we were ecstatic to see him live. I mean, good guy. So
Being around royalty like that. I mean, we walk into that room and Lou was sort of like, there's Aaron Judge. I'm like, what do I usually have? Yeah. Come on. And I'm like, well, he's got the Eric Romo haircut going. He looked like he ain't built like Eric Romo. He had the Eric Romo haircut.
But he shows up. He shows up in small performances in the playoffs, like Eric.
Oh no! Look at that.
That's good, Armand.
good one.
Armand will be appearing all week here at Giants Sports Talk Live. Not one performance. All right, what are you doing tonight? I've talked to Eric. I'm a little kind of peeved. At least we've got KMBR radio. If I can't find the game, if I can't find a link to it, or I don't know
I got
what
a
I'm
feeling
going to
it's
do
going to
tonight.
buffer, man. It's going to buffer. You watch. It's going to buffer. I guarantee you. You're going to see that little
there's going to be some
Netflix.
Yeah.
Netflix. I can see them doing like the, remember the earthquake game of 1989, Eric?
Yeah.
Welcome to tonight's
Something's going on here. Something's going on here.
See it. But then again, I'll give them their props. I don't like it. I like standard media. I like mainstream media. I know where to find the game in the TV guide, Armand, or MLB package. There's the channel. Let me watch the game. But I will say that, remember last year was Amazon, and Amazon put together a nice broadcast. So,
yeah, the Friday night games.
I couldn't complain. People bitched about it, but I thought it was well done.
So many. Did you see Mad Dog Russo today on Thursday? He went on a rant for how tonight's game is on Netflix, and Yes Network doesn't have it, SNY doesn't have it here in New York and stuff. And
the Bay Area here, we don't have it. The flagship station, NBC Bay Area, won't be broadcasting the game.
No.
Yeah. So, but they're probably paying a lot for the opener, and again, they probably did it for a reason. East Coast, West Coast. Biggest two markets.
Hey, not only that, it's the only baseball game
only game in town. I don't think there's any good NBA games. You got to remember they did it on the Wednesday because college basketball starts tomorrow. So there's no March Madness, no nothing. So, we'll see. We'll see how it works.
It's good to see Armand dropping by too. I think maybe I'm wrong. I stepped away for a little pizza, Eric, but good job in the interview, by the way. Too.
Thanks.
I haven't seen Chardal. I know he was hanging out with Particle Man. I mean, he's a comic book guy and everything. Little Chardal.
He was in a green room for a minute.
Oh, I think he moved over. He's with Particle Man today. So
Polly's Particles.
Particle Man. I don't like giving too many plugs. But Armand, so the game is going to be there. Are you going to find it? You're going to watch it? You're going to listen? Yeah, at least you got radio coverage. You can turn on the fan.
I'm going to be watching on Netflix.
Oh, you got Netflix.
Nice.
You want to send me?
Yeah.
How much for a one-night password switch?
It's not mine. I got it through a friend.
Ah, there you go.
But we're friends. We're all friends here. You think they catch us if
The password shows up in an IP in the Bay Area, and like Galt and.
I would give you mine, but I
You
don't
got
have
it too.
I don't have one. I'm going to actually be at Tommy's world famous
Tommy's
Mexican restaurant having a few margaritas, seeing the first pitch of the season.
Nice.
Are they going to show it up there?
Yeah, so they have YouTube TV, so they get it automatically.
Eric, the peasants in the room, I guess, are going to be stuck listening on the radio tonight.
I'm listening to it on the radio. And by the
But
way,
it's a
don't
beautiful
forget, guys.
day for it.
Hey, let's
Beautiful
not
day,
forget.
blue skies, the works.
You
we're
and I
gonna
will do the seventh inning stretch. Lou, I think you'll be joining us for that. We're going early tonight, Eric. We'll be on the seventh inning.
Yeah,
so
we'll come in
hopefully-
middle of the seventh,
It's
and
a
we'll
close
take
ball
it the way
game.
through. Now, look, we understand that there's probably not going to be a whole heck of a lot of people because they're going to be watching the game. But hey, if you guys want to come on and hear some commentary about the end of the game, we'll be here to talk about it, and then
Eric.
we'll go right into the post game.
But look at all the
once
people
that
who are
last
at
out is
work
recorded.
right now, Eric. People are at work and they're tuned in. So we open up a different. And listen, there'll be a lot of people who can't.
Hey,
find
we're more
Netflix.
exciting to work.
We're the eyes of
Giant Sports
Netflix.
Talk Live. We are more exciting than work.
Yeah, and all these people won't be able to watch opening night, so we're like the next best thing. If you don't get it, maybe the batteries are dead in the radio. We're the go-to for coverage.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, by the way, Armand, we're broadcasting from a little place known as
Longbridge Pizza.
I love Longbridge at 27 or 2347 3rd Street. That's 2347 3rd Street. You got a chance to talk to Neil, and Neil was telling you all about the establishment, the great pizza pies, the cold refreshments on a hot day like today.
And he survived the COVID. There's
That's
so
true.
many places that shut down. Obviously, he opened up
A lot of
before
places
it.
shut down.
And, for places like this who survived during, the COVID times, pizza's got to be good.
Mm-hmm.
It's exceptional. I like it again where you don't get filled up on pizza. And it's very tasty. So,
Pizza for everyone.
yep.
There you go.
And they
Longbridge
deliver.
Pizza.
They'll
There it
deliver.
is.
Did you hear that? Did you catch that little pearl, Eric? They'll deliver to
look
your
at that.
seat at the ballpark.
There it is on their website. Order online for delivery or pickup. How about that?
There you
Look
go.
at that
Look at
pizza.
that.
Look
Well,
at
they
those.
deliver in a kayak to McCovey Cove.
I think tonight. Look at all the graphics we're bringing. I think tonight's broadcast, this afternoon's opening day broadcast, Eric, maybe just a step ahead of Netflix. I think you've topped your
Yeah,
game, there.
man. Hey, give it to us, right? We'll take care of it. We'll take it home.
There you
We'll drive it
go.
home. There you go. Got a couple of pints there by the pizza. I like it. Armand, here, let me hear. I don't know if you asked him. Opening day. What does it mean to you, my friend?
I'm taking a half a day from work. It means a lot.
There you go. What is open? I got a half a day off. There you go. Nothing wrong with that.
That's all that matters, right?
And I'm getting together with two of my closest friends. We're going to go to a bar, chow
Nice.
down on some food, and watch the Met game.
Gonna have a Tommy's
Nice.
margarita.
Got to go find a Tommy's Margarita in the city. There you go. Absolutely.
Tommy's
Right
doesn't
on.
get
So,
that.
Armand, who do you think? Who do you think wins this game today? San Francisco Giants or the New York Yankees? Putting you on the spot.
So if it comes down to the bullpen, and I'm saying this because I'm very honest with you guys, your bullpen is ass. The Yankees are going to win. It comes down to the Giants. The one thing I'll
Call
say,
the
if the
spade a
Giants,
spade.
if the Giants win, the key player is Rafael Devers because
Okay.
he fits the Yankees pitching. If you look at
Oh, he does. You're right.
He's a Yankee killer.
Didn't he have a big day for the Red Sox in his final day?
Yes,
with
3
2
home runs. Was it
Yes.
3? I thought it was 3. Was it
2?
2 or
I
3?
thought it was.
It
Yeah,
was-
he
it
went
was
deep.
multiple-
He went yard.
multi-home run
He went
game.
yard.
Yeah, I think because it was a doubleheader, if I remember. He hit one in the early game and then 2. And then
Incredible.
unfortunately, he got the news he was traded to the first place San Francisco Giants.
At that time.
I'll tell you guys how scary I think the Yankees are. When they got a guy, Jason Dominguez, who bats .347 in the preseason, yesterday cracks a couple more home runs. He had like multiple, I don't know how many, like 12 stolen bases, but he batted .347, Eric. He's been dispatched to AAA. So does that tell you how good that outfield is?
Not really.
They take
Yeah, I
that
think
bat out of the lineup. Armand, I think.
Yeah,
the
but you got Bellinger,
Yankees are going
Judge,
to
and
do Yank things.
you got you got Judge, Bellinger, and
Grisham at
Grisham.
$22 million.
That's how good they are.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Well, also on Sunday, Dominguez was playing left field, and he dropped a fly ball. His defense is not good. So if he's not going to get constant playing time, especially in the outfield to better his defense, he had to go down to AAA.
Yep. Yeah. So it is what it is. And look, Max Fried isn't going to be easy. He's a good pitcher, man. He's a good pitcher. And hopefully the Giants got some righty bats in there that are going to take care of business. Chapman, Adames, Ramos, those guys are going to have to be key. And, of course, you talked about Devers, man. I want to see Devers come out there and say, hey, this is what Rafi Devers is all about. Because when he came to San Francisco, right, it was a little bit different. And we already talked about, there was some adjustments he had to make, of course, right? I mean, with your organization, since you're at the age of 16 and you get traded, there's going to be some shock involved. So let's see what Rafi Devers. I'm looking forward to it, man. And of course, our superstar, Luis Arias. Let's see what he does, man. I'm looking forward to it. He's going to be leading off. Let's see if he's going to be able to set the table.
All right, Armand, we got a couple of other guests we got to get to, pal. Hope you don't mind.
My prediction: Yankees win 4-2.
I said Giants 4-2. Okay, let's see what happens.
Well, guys, happy opening night. I'm going to watch the Yankees and hopefully for the best. My Mets will make the playoffs this year.
There you go.
Listen, before I let you go, I would be remiss, Armand, especially on opening day. Brand new season, fresh start. You got that Giant Sports Talk Live award nearby.
Hey, look at that thing.
I think he's that thing under his pillow.
I'm the only Met to win a championship and come into clutch last year.
That was the best line of 2025.
Love it.
I got to tell you.
Love it.
Okay, buddy, enjoy the game tonight.
They deserve the disrespect because they broke my heart and made me hate them from June 13th on. Fourth worst record in Major League Baseball from June 13th on last year.
That's right.
Well, I think your Mets are going to look a lot better this year.
Yes.
Okay, buddy, I'll talk to you. Maybe in the post game we'll be on tonight after the game or during the game.
Maybe.
There we go.
Okay, brother.
Goodbye, guys.
See you, buddy. All right, there's Armand from New Jersey.
Eric, we are in the Dog Patch area. Did you know that? It's the Dog Patch. 2347 3rd Street. They got the best pizza pies. It's pizza for everyone at Longbridge Pizza. Cold refreshments. It's a hot day. It's a perfect day for baseball. It's going to cool down by 5 o'clock, 5:05 first pitch. Eric, would you happen to have the sirens ready?
Sirens? Hold on. Let me find a siren.
We have sirens? Because we here at Giant Sports Talk Live, Eric, have breaking news. If you've come to Giant Sports Talk Live today, just same old show, you are wrong.
All right, here we go. There is the alert, and no, there is no drones or missiles inbound. It's safe. We're safe.
And Eric doesn't even know what happened to the sirens.
No,
I turned it off. Because otherwise,
the sirens.
Glenn doesn't even know what the announcement
Where's the sirens? We got breaking news, Eric.
You going with it? All right, I'll keep going. I'll let it roll then. You want me to let it roll? I'll let it roll.
We got breaking news.
All right, so Eric, on my phone, one of our people from the chat tried to make a super chat. It did not go through.
Oh.
So instead they zelled me. So basically the message said, I know you guys need a little help when you do these live feeds. So I want to donate something for my favorite show. And the person that did it was your first person ever on Giant Sports Talk Live. And he zelled us $150 and said, I can't be there, so I want to buy your lunch, beers for all three of you guys. So like a super chat.
I got Eric's, okay? Just letting you know.
Yeah. So Abraham, we really
Maybe.
appreciate it. You didn't have to do it.
Oh my gosh, Abraham.
Being the first person of Giant Sports Talk Live.
He was.
It's sort of amazing, and he basically just wrote, "Hey, sorry I can't make it. I was there last night for Marty's thing, but I wish I could.
Good to see him.
I just want to say thank you." He's held me $150. He goes, "Enjoy it. It's opening day. That's what it's all about."
Right on, dude.
News. It's not the breaking news that I thought was coming, but okay. Well, there you go. Appreciate Abraham, all he does for us in the show, and I appreciate all he does.
That's awesome. That is so freaking awesome.
Eric, so.
Much appreciated.
Yeah.
That's
I don't think it would be a show live from Longbridge, Eric. His mom wouldn't let him show up today, but he is live. That is Chardon. I got to go. Like I said on the show last night, Eric, let's just get it over with. Rip the Band-Aid off.
Where is he?
We got green room, by the way, just so we know. We got someone else in the green room.
There he is.
What's up, Chardon?
Hey, Eric, Lou, and Glenn. It's great joining you three gentlemen on Giants Sports All Live. I'm so excited for opening day. It's Giants and Yankees. I can't wait for this matchup. It's a historic matchup between both of these teams. They trace back and have so much history between both of these franchises. I'm a big fan of your show. A big fan of everything you do on the platform.
Thank you.
And I'm going with the Giants winning 9-0 versus the New York Yankees. I'm going with Jung-Hoo hitting 3 home runs, Heli Ramos hitting 1 home run, and Matt Chapman hitting 4 home runs.
So all coming by the long ball, single shots by all.
All coming from the long ball, moonshot, all of them.
All of them. Nobody on base, though.
All of them.
All single shots. Got it.
Hey, is there a hey Chardon? I got a question on this opening day for you.
What question do you have for me?
You took the time. We appreciate your donation of time to this broadcast. Is Particles on a commercial break or something? Because how did we get you back in today? I knew you were going to be busy.
So they're going to be on at 4 o'clock. They're going to be on at 4 p.m. So they're not gonna. So Giant Sports Are Live and PMP are not gonna clash because they're starting at the same time that you're starting.
They're just wrapping up their broadcast, so I guess you missed it. Oh well.
No,
we appreciate you coming on with us.
Yeah. Did you see we interviewed Los earlier?
I saw. Los is a very, very nice guy.
Los is awesome, dude. Good friend. I consider him a good friend.
So opening day, as a Giants fan, opening day. What opening day means to me is it's just like getting with family and friends, watching baseball, seeing the crack of the bat, smell of the warm peanuts in the air. Love it.
Nice.
What are your thoughts on opening? What are your thoughts on opening day?
Ready for the season to begin, Chardon. Ready for the season to begin, man. Come on, let's go. Come on.
I'm gonna be joining you for the post game show. Are you gonna be doing a post game show after the Giants and Yankees game? Can I join you for the post game show? Can I?
We'll think about that. Maybe.
Are you gonna put the link in the chat for people to join the post game?
We just may because it is opening day, and
we just may. We just might not.
Depends how salty Lou is.
Yeah, we'll decide.
I just want to wish you.
Thank you. Big question for you too, Chardon. We know that you are an aspiring young broadcaster yourself. Are we going to see any 9-inning productions on SGA Sports? Are we going to see you broadcast Giants baseball?
I'm going to be doing the Giants versus Yankees game 2 on March 27th for the traditional opening day. I'm going to be live streaming that on my channel. So if you would love to hear me do play-by-play, I would love for you to hear it.
It's a treat. I know you're going to get a big crowd rolling in for that. It's going to be a great day. We got 2 opening days, Eric.
Yeah, opening day, night, and opening day.
I'll have to go
Eric, so on
Tommy's on Friday.
On traditional opening day, what are your thoughts on the F-16s flying F-16 flyby?
Is that what it's going to be?
On opening day, they're going to have the F-16s flyby over in the air.
Nice. Are you sure they're 16s? I haven't heard what they're going to be.
They're F-16s.
Doesn't hurt to have them around the Bay Area. That's okay. I feel a little safer. That's good.
A lot of them are not good here. They're elsewhere, but yeah.
So when I went to opening day last year, I saw the orange carpet introductions when all the Giants players walk out on the orange carpet.
Nice.
And they get introduced. It was very
Nice.
special, and I also went to the Willie Mack Award ceremony with my friend Tube last season.
Mm.
And Willie Damas was the 2020, and he was the Willie Mack Award winner.
Yes, he was. I was there for when he won the Willie Mack.
Who do you think is going to be the Willie Mack Award winner this year?
We haven't even played a game yet. And I have no idea.
No, who do you think? Who do you think
It's
it's going to
opening
be?
day, Chardol. It's opening day.
No, who do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be Jungkook?
We don't know, man. You got to let the season play out. You remember that's like the last
awards, Eric. It's opening
That's like, yeah, I know. That's like the end of the season, not the beginning.
Jungkook Lee is going to be the 2026 Willie Mack Award winner.
Chardol being Chardol.
Okay. Gotcha.
Oh my God.
All right, Chardol, thanks for hanging out, man. We got another
Hey,
guest. I'm gonna bring
it was
our friend
great.
from
It was
the
great
UK.
coming on. It was great coming
Yeah,
on.
buddy.
Joining
We'll
you
see you
three
at the
gentlemen.
post game, buddy. Woo! There was the great Chardol.
That's why
All right.
Eric's back in the master control taking care of.
There we go. All right, let's go ahead and bring in
Wait.
Liam.
We haven't had an opening. Eric, we haven't had an opening pitch. He's giving out the awards. I love it.
Don't ask me, man.
Liam.
What is up? Liam, what's
I've
up,
got
buddy?
the hardest job now to follow Chardell, but no, it's very exciting, isn't it? How are you guys?
Good, man. You ready for opening? Are you going to be able to watch?
Yes, I'm going to be watching. Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Nothing beats opening day.
No, it doesn't,
Exciting.
right? Come on, man. I think the Giants are going to score some runs now. Whether they can prevent the runs, again, that's a story to be told. It's going to be right. Well, there's a couple of stories here, right? The lineup is better. The introduction of the Tony Vitello era, and then whether or not this pitching is going to be able to hold together. Rotation is going to be okay, I think, in the beginning. And again, that's just me. And then the bullpen that's probably the biggest question mark going into 2026 to start the season is like, what is this bullpen going to be about? So we'll see how it plays out.
Hopefully, not having Justin Verlander makes Ryan Walker better. Let's hope.
Yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. Not having Verlander may make Ryan Walker better. Yeah, there is something going on between those two guys, right? It was weird. It made no sense.
Yeah. But no, I'd be interested to see how they do against a lefty, because last year they could not hit a lefty to save their lives.
That's a great point. They couldn't. And look, you had some right-handed bats in there that should have been able to take care of business. Ramos, the year prior in 2024, he crushed lefty pitching. Last year, he really didn't crush it. And then, of course, with Adames and Chapman, they really didn't do what you wanted them to do. So it's going to be interesting to see how they do this year. Now, look, Adames has now had a full year in San Francisco. Devers is now going to begin his first full year in San Francisco. So let's see how this all plays out, because I'm ready, man. I'm ready to see what the Giants are going to do. It's going to be some fun.
And I think the biggest addition is Tony Vitello. It's got to be.
Yeah,
I think he's gonna have his struggles. Every manager has their struggles.
Happen. It's gonna happen.
But I think he brings us an edge, and I'm hoping he's the big improvement from Bob Melvin.
Right. Agreed. Are you coming over here to watch a game this year, or not so much?
Probably not this year, but maybe next year.
All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, because you're finishing up some school, aren't you?
Yes. Yeah. Next year's my final year of college.
Nice. Hey, there you go. Treat yourself. You graduate, right? That's a big accomplishment. Come over here and watch a Giants game. There you go.
Is that the creamsicle hat you got going? That's the old creamsicle Tuesday night edition.
Yeah.
Very nice. Tell the folks where you're watching in from today, Liam.
Yeah. Pardon?
Tell the folks where you are viewing the show from today.
I'm viewing the show from the lovely place called England, the UK, where it is almost 11 o'clock.
Hoo-wee. So it's not too bad.
I have a question for you. Since the Prince is visiting our president, are you handling the country okay without him being in the White House?
It's a better country without him.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you. I figured they put you in charge since your Prince is at the White House.
Yeah. I know everyone here. Yeah.
Nice.
And then the other thing too is if you do come out when they have a season, we know a couple people that have some decent tickets, and we'll make sure you're taken care of.
Yep.
for
Brilliant.
a Giant game.
Thanks, Lee.
Yeah, it's the least we can do.
I just want to mention to you, Liam, to Eric, and everybody in the chat, we are 1 hour and 2 minutes away. 62 minutes away. Sounds better
Getting
an
there,
hour
man.
and 2 minutes.
It's getting close,
Opening
man.
pitch.
It's getting close. You know what? What the hell? Let's do it again.
Hey, Liam, you got Netflix over there?
Yes, yeah.
Will you be able to watch Giants baseball internationally on your Netflix?
Of course, yeah.
Geez, I'm a block away from the ballpark, and I can't even watch the game today, Eric. This sucks.
I tell you what, I just hope
Because you're a Canadian.
He's in England. He's watching the game.
If you weren't a Canadian, we'd probably be able to help you out. But sorry, that's just the way it is.
You want to say
And I'll
that
tell
again?
you, man. I
just
hope
shut off his microphone. Let's see if he catches on to this. All right, he's back.
Yeah.
Anyway. How's things looking? We got our guest. How are things looking? We haven't talked about the chat. Anybody poking their nose into our chat?
You got Gary. He's making some comment. He says he loves separating Chapman and Adames in the lineup. That's nice because remember,
I think you had Gary on the show
when they were back to back. My gosh, that one was rough last year because they were both striking out way too much, and it's nice to break them up. Boo! He's a Toronto Blue Jays fan, if you remember. Eric, Glenn, and Lou, give me a player the Giants trade for if they are buyers this season. Los made that point. Great point he made. And then he goes, or a type of closer or 2 or 3 starting pitcher, catcher. What do you think? What do you think the Giants will do? Now, granted, let's preface this that the Giants are in it during the trade deadline. You know, they're in the thick of things. Who do you think the Giants may trade for? And again, we're just thinking ahead here.
No offense, Eric, but I'm not going down Chardal's walk of shame here. Let's get the first game out of the way, and then we'll worry about trade deadline. It's like 5 months away, Eric.
Eric, I have a question. With a possible strike next year,
yeah.
How do you think the trade deadline would work? I mean, would you only go after free agents that are going to be free agents next year, or does that mean if you 2 years of ability, maybe that's like someone, I think it's sort of
good point, Lou.
Yeah,
good point. And you know what? Usually at the trade deadline, you see teams, Eric. Man down in UK.
Once he comes back, I'll bring it back up.
Usually we see on trade deadline day, don't we, Eric, about, there's concern. You don't have any leverage over this player. It's just a rent. Maybe rental is going to be the word of the year.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be all rental.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know if that's going to pay. Because, look, there's a lot of players that sign long-term contracts.
Interesting.
Right? Alonso signed a 5-year. Ranger Suarez signed, I think, a 5-year or 4 or 5. Pete Crow Armstrong just extended for 5 years, something like that.
The trade deadline is a different kettle of fish. The trade deadline, they might just be getting guys. Because a lot of teams are afraid to sign a guy. Remember, over the last year, there were guys big names that came up. Like
1-year deals,
like Skubal, for example. Oh, you can't trade for Skubal and have him for 2 months. That's not acceptable. Well, maybe this year teams are like,
I don't think so.
I'll roll with it.
You got to remember, a trade deadline more than anything is about getting to the finish line for this year. Yeah, sometimes you may have a guy that's on an extended contract, but it's about winning in 2026. So we'll see what happens.
By the way,
now it's expensive though. That's the problem. It's expensive.
Yes,
it's gonna cost prospects if you want to go out there and get someone legit. So
Liam is a weeble that wobbles, but don't fall down. Well, he's back.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's not the most sturdy sport, but
are you looking forward? Are you looking forward to Luis Arias swinging the bat there for the Giants?
I would prefer him in the 5th spot, but I'm not going to complain.
Me too.
Yeah. I mean, this ballpark is made for him. It's one of the biggest fields in MLB. He just needs to. He knows what he does. I expect he's going to bat 310, 320. He needs to set the tempo, and what always interests me. He loves to take the first pitch, even if it's right down the middle.
He does. But he's not afraid. That's the thing. He's not afraid to get 2 strikes on him. He doesn't care. That doesn't faze him. Because he's got confidence in his ability.
who loves to battle with 2 strikes, and I want a lineup full of guys that want to battle with 2
Hey, Glenn, check this out. We got Swaggy McNolegs making a comment saying, wow, y'all started 90 minutes ago. That's how we do it here in Giant Sports Talk Live, especially on opening day. What is up?
That's the way we roll.
That's a great name there, Swaggy. I love it. Swaggy McNolegs.
And we want to thank our sponsor, 2347 3rd Street in San Francisco, for the best pizza, pie, and drinks and fun. It is Longbridge Pizza. Come on down, visit us in the dog patch, Eric.
There you go. Right on, man. And
I'm sorry, Liam can't make it today.
And let's not forget our main sponsor, Tommy's Mexican Restaurant, guys, home of the world famous Tommy Margarita. Again, proud to have those people on. We were there, just over a week ago over in the Richmond district. Had a great time. Good times, man. A bunch of great people showed up and good food, good company. And it was fun, man. Good times.
Now, next time we come to San Francisco, I definitely want to meet you guys. Love to go to a game.
Yes. 100%.
We'll set up a meet at Tommy's so you can actually experience the world famous Tommy Margarita.
Okay.
There you go.
And we'll try to make sure, you'll be our guest for a Giants game in the front row.
How old are you, Liam?
Right in the front row.
19.
Okay, perfect.
No, not quite yet. Not quite yet.
What is the drinking age in the UK, United Kingdom?
18.
So he's, yeah.
Like Mexico, as long as you can stand up.
Well, what's the drinking age here?
It's 21.
21.
That's so old. In Canada, it's 18. He's 19 now. So if you're international, Eric, and they say, well, we got to see ID, and it says he's 19, do they go, you shut out?
Yeah. Have you ever seen it's like an international bus pass. That's what their IDs look like, unless it's a passport.
So you could be in one locale that's drinking age, and once he crosses the border, nope. Eric, you sneak him in. I'm international. I like to play by the rules. I don't want
Again, we know people, so we can all you at Tommy Margarita.
Blame it on Liam
and meet you. So
Liam and Lou, two L's, Liam and Lou.
We know people.
I have actually drank in America, though.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, our beer's cold.
You're having a glass of water. We're drinking water here. This happens at Tommy's too. We finished the show and Tommy's. I go, I never had any margaritas. What's going on? So we were working the room that day. Eric did a great. Did you watch the show from Tommy's?
Yeah. I don't know. Did you watch it from when we were at Tommy's?
I did not.
Oh,
it's out there. You go take. It's fine. It's pre-recorded or out there in the on the channel. So if you want to go,
we had some great guests. Eric did some
made a couple of shorts. Oh yeah, we had the interview of Julio, who owns Tommy's Mexican, and then we had Tom O'Doul, who was the cousin of the late Lefty O'Doul. It was just awesome. And then
why don't you give that? It's opening day, Eric. Opening day. Why don't you fire Tommy on again? Because that was great opening day type. That was, and maybe Liam is unfamiliar with it. He kind of paints a picture of opening day, and people like the way his dad treated opening day. Now that's a dad. This is
it's
great.
Awesome. Look, again, this is Tom O'Doul. Look up Lefty O'Doul if you don't know who he is. Longtime baseball player from back in the day. Introduced baseball to Japan, or was one of the first, I should say. But he has a great story about Tom. Again, the guy I interviewed here. His first opening day back in 1958. When the Giants first came to San Francisco and played in Seal Stadium.
And I've been around baseball for a few years. I was telling a story today about when the Giants first came to San Francisco. I started following the Giants in 51. And as Willie Mays told me when I met him one time, 51, you old. So I am old. But I became a Giants fan in 51 when the Mays signed with them. And I've been a Giants fan ever since. But when they came to San Francisco, my dad finally says, well, you finally get to see Willie Mays play live. We're going to Steel Stadium for the opening day game. I said, Dad, it's a school day. It's not for you. It's not. So my dad was a good man. So I got to see Willie Mays. He didn't do anything that day. But Orlando Cepeda hit 2 home runs.
That's great. That is great.
It was so much fun. So
From what
much
you
fun.
guys have said, Tommy's Margarita is the place to be.
Absolutely.
I missed your interview earlier. I think you had him in the green room, but I want to let Gary know that I received my book in the mail. It's autographed. I was inundated with business cards. I don't know if I have that many friends I can give them to. I got my little button. I was wearing it yesterday.
Yeah.
So, Gary, thank you so much, buddy. I'm pretty slow on getting back, as Lou knows, on the text messages because I work for a living. But I just wanted to reach out to him and let him know in this venue that, we got the book. I think you guys got your book as well.
I got it. I've not opened it up yet because I was warned that when you open it, it's just not a book. So I wanted to open it and try it.
It's like a piñata.
Yeah, prizes coming out.
Yeah, it's
really
awesome.
Appreciate it.
The amount, I mean, there's a lot of history. If you want to get into some history, especially, talking about players from the 70s and the 80s that you may not know so much about, I'm telling you,
and I'm
we
excited.
dropped some names. It's awesome.
I'm excited because we're both around the same age, me and Gary. So I probably know about 95, 90, maybe almost more of the players he probably liked.
Yep. Oh, I'm sure.
Growing up being a Giants fan, like for me, I was very fortunate back at the Stick where, I remember Darrell Evans. I really liked Terry Whitfield, the hack man, growing up. I remember when the first real free agent we ever got was a guy named Rennie Stennett. He was horrible, hated him.
Former Pirate.
Yeah, that was like our first big pick. But, the one thing too is, especially like in the 80s, getting Reggie Smith, you hated him as a Dodger, but you loved him as a Giant. Just certain players, sort of growing up with. And then again, we talk about our Giants pitching, Jim Barr, who was a former pitcher, it was the first time where we had 4 Giants pitchers were on Sports Week, not Sports Illustrated, it was Sports Week. But, it was unbelievable. And growing up Giants, it was so unique. I know we talked about it a lot, but back then they were on KSFO. They weren't on KMBR. It was on KSFO, and the local broadcasts were on Channel 2. Gary Park, who actually did the sports for Channel 2, did the broadcasting. And then Giants Vision. I don't know if you guys remember. We had Giants Vision, with Joe Morgan. So, just baseball. And that's what I think I'm excited about because Gary's sort of one of us. Most importantly, he's a fan, but he wrote it as a fan watching the Giants. And I think when I got to meet him, I'll never forget the one thing I told him. Hey, in 2010, I was with 5 buddies. And when the Giants won the World Series, we were in tears because we always said all we want to do before we die is see the Giants win 1 World Series. And we got to.
There you go.
It was that emotional.
I think the greatest thing back then would have been sending Gary Park on a road trip with the Giants, Eric. Hi, this is Gary Park from Jerry Park. What do you think? Good ring to it. Hey, this is not a baseball. It's sort of baseball related, Eric. Give me the floor for 30 seconds. I got a question for Liam. And Eric and I love to. I speak for Eric because I've given him a few books. We love the history of baseball. I love reading Gary's book about the Giants and when he was a young fan, and it kind of goes into when he was married, spending time with his dad when he was a kid, going to the ballpark, and how the transformation of the New York Giants to the San Francisco. Just a good read, nice, easy read, and a good book to pick up. Now, my question for Liam, Eric, never stop to think about this. If you are a Giant baseball fan, big fan, but you're in the UK, can you order at the same shipping rate and all that off Amazon and you just get your book in a couple of days? Or how does that work for you being international?
So the actual shipping price is a little bit dearer, but no, you can get it from Amazon and it comes within. If you have Prime, it would be next day delivery.
Wow,
That's changed the world.
It has. And here, then let's talk about this a little bit because Gary mentions it in his book. The efforts that he had to go through just to follow Giants baseball, especially in the late 60s, early 70s. We don't have the technology we do. He was doing things that I'm like, what in the – he had to they had an old phone line that you'd get to call in, right? And they would tell you what the scores were if you called into the phone line. There were certain AM radio stations that could pick up broadcasts in the evening time. So if the Giants were playing a little bit closer to New York, you could hear it. I mean, it's just incredible. And of course, the sporting news, regular newspapers. But the problem with the newspapers, if it was a night game, you had to wait the following day, right? You couldn't get it the next
2
day.
days.
That's 2 days, exactly. So now with Liam, totally different because you're living in an age where you just hop on a computer, type in MLB.com or sfgiants.com, and boom, everything is instantaneous. You got YouTube to watch clips. I mean, it's absolutely incredible what technology has been able to do for the game of baseball, so that if people want to follow in the UK, you got no problem, man.
But I've said it before on the show to you, Eric, and I know some of the other networks have reiterated the same. Lou, I felt that I appreciated it more when I was reading box scores and I was waiting for the newspaper, and now it's sort of it's there.
Well, I mean, I appreciate two things. One, Eric follows the dots, so he doesn't even watch the live action. He
That's
follows
true.
dots. And when you had a clear sky with the stars, you could actually get KSFO. Not only could you get KSFO, you could also get 620, the Dodgers station. But it was so bizarre. Like, how in the hell am I getting the Dodgers station when I'm in Lake Tahoe? But that's just the way it was. And it wasn't one of these small radios. You had to have one of these big radios with basically a huge antenna. And if not, and the other thing too, it depended on what time of day. So I'd be actually and it happened a couple of times, I'd be in my parents' station wagon trying to get it. It was all static. And
that's how old this guy is.
You would actually get him in a different station, and I'd listen to the ball game, and then of course the battery would go dead, right? But that's just how it was. Because growing up, the worst was you would always get the sports, and it would say too late, check in like 24 hours. It sucks because you didn't know. I mean, the way my dad used to do it is he would take the boat the next day and he'd go to South Lake Tahoe, and he would just walk into a bookie joint, a casino, and say, "Hey, what was the score of the game last night?" Get back in the boat and then come back and say, "Oh, the Giants lost."
Apple doesn't fall far from the tree, huh?
Hey, here's Surfing USA.
Eric, you know our buddy Lou quite well now.
Yeah.
I've come to realize I think he traded in the station wagon for the shaggin' wagon. What do you think?
You guys saw the movie Vacation with Chevy Chase?
Yes, sir. I was thinking of Lou. So I don't know. I thought that's interesting, the fact that he can order and get it like lickety split, boom, just like
that's awesome.
Be here.
Well,
and the book, Gary's book, Eric.
Yeah.
He said in his little write up, he goes, "I hope you can relate to some things in my book, dude. I'm only like 5-6 pages in, and I'm like, I felt like I was reliving life through him when he was talking about tuning in the stations. And same thing, I'd be able to pick up stations in Pittsburgh and from Detroit, and I was way over in Nova Scotia on the East Coast, but they come in like they were crystal clear at 11 o'clock at night. But then they
Oh, is that me?
die,
or is that you guys?
die, and then I'd hear
again.
So it would be in and out, sort of like our feed here at Longbridge right now. But I could relate to a lot of things that Gary wrote about, and so far it's a good read.
I think the one thing too is sometimes when you're a Giants fan growing up, you think you're the only one suffering. You're the only one upset. I'll use a phrase from my mom. She always says, "Oh, is it that time of the year? Did Arizona basketball already let you down?" And I think with the Giants, I was such a diehard that, until we got the X bias, which meant we were eliminated in the paper, I did whatever it took to get these Giants. I mean, even when we were 500, to me, it was like a victory, and I think everyone suffered. I think that's why, I'll say it to my grave, San Francisco is a San Francisco Giants town. The 49ers are more of a Bay Area team. So when the Giants won it, everyone was so relieved because first of all, their fathers probably didn't see a championship. We got to see a championship, and we got 3 in 5 years. And as we say when we do the playoffs, I miss us being in the playoffs. because you just see those orange towels and the orange pom-poms. There's nothing like it. You know,
awesome.
You're in a bar, everyone's supporting each other. And I think with opening day, that's what makes it so unique, because we're all on the same page. We all want the Giants to succeed.
Like Lou says, Giants baseball. Nothing like it.
Yeah.
And I think, Eric, another thing about growing up in that era, like the 70s, mid-70s for me to the early 80s, that's why I lived vicariously for these same reasons. No radio coverage and no newspaper coverage for 2 days because the East Coast, I mean, the newspaper would be on the stand and they'd be getting ready to like print on the West Coast. So you'd miss out for a couple of days. I wouldn't know the score of the game. But I lived vicariously through my baseball cards, Eric. And I knew so much about the players and their birthdays and, you know, who switch hit and who did what.
Stats.
I lived, and people don't read the back of the cards anymore, Eric, because it's just an information world we live. Everything's just at your thing. And now I could just say, is Rennie Stennett a friend of Lou Marsden's? And it'll say, no, apparently not. So everything is right here on the phone, man. It's too easy. Life is too easy.
Here, I put up Gary's information for his book. There you go. Baseball from 3,000 miles away. So if you guys want to go out there and purchase his book, there you go. You can find it on Amazon. It's right there. Again, if you don't want to look at it now, you could come back on the stream a little bit later, pause it, and you can get all the information. But there you go. There is Gary's information of his book. Fantastic.
3,000 miles is quite literally how far away I am from the game today.
Yep. There you are. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to steal a line from not the book, but my illustrious friend, Eric Romo. Let's get the hell out of here.
Let's get the hell out of here. It's that time. Before we get out of here, hey, guys.
Hey, I really want to thank the chat, too.
Yeah, they're
I know
awesome,
you guys
man.
are working. I know you guys are getting excited. Maybe you're going to the game tonight. You know, this is why we do these live feeds, because of you guys. You make it fun. You make it enjoyable.
And Lou has to head up to, he's making his next public, I mean, we can't all be doing public appearances, Eric. Lou is scheduled for a 5:05 visit over at Tommy's next. I want to pack up and get home in time on the tee to watch the game, or I guess I'll be listening to it on my patio, but whatever. Eric, you'll be listening to it. We all can't be like Liam, watching the game in the comfort of our home, and we all can't be from the UK.
And my final thing is, last time Lou made fun of my accent a little bit. So I'm just wondering, do you like my accent, Lou, or do you find it annoying?
You know what? I'm a big music guy. As long as you can sing without the accent, I'm good with it. No, I have no problem with that. I think it's amazing when you meet these guys from England.
It's awesome.
You know, they have their accents, but when they sing rock and roll, you don't hear it at all. You know, I think it's just one of those things. But no, I think tell you the truth, I'm sort of jealous because it makes you so sophisticated.
Oh.
I don't know how it works with the ladies, but I'm always trying to improve myself.
Lou and the ladies. There
we go. Hey, Liam, man, thanks. If you want to hop on the post game, you're more than welcome if you're in the chat.
If you're still up, that'll be like 4 a.m. though.
I know. Oh, he's a fan.
Yeah.
He'll be up.
Oh, yeah. Can't miss this one.
There we go. All right, Liam, thanks for popping on, man.
Yeah.
There we go.
Liam won't miss it.
From the UK.
Liam won't miss it, but the majority of us will. We'll be listening to the play-by-play Theater of the Mind tonight, getting ready for the next broadcast on Friday, actually on the television.
Yep.
And this really kicks it off. We are off tomorrow, Eric. We won't have a show tomorrow.
I hope you have your show.
But we do have In the Cards.
In the Cards.
Cards. Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. We've got the morning show. We'll be teeing up a busy day. Like, this isn't one game. Like, when is opening day? We got one game today. Major League Baseball, it's like full fashion tomorrow. And then the Giants play an afternoon game on Friday. It's like 3 opening days, Eric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So we got a lot of shows coming up. We got In the Cards tomorrow night, which I'm really excited about. We got the morning show. We're going to do the seventh inning stretch if the game's close tonight. We've got Friday. It's going to be a great time. Maybe I'll go live Friday. You just never know. Remember, Bad Weed? I might Win Martin production, and you never know.
Never know. Hey, before we get out of here, guys.
Thanks to Ibrahim.
Giants baseball, baby. Come on.
Hi, Eric. I'm Chardon, and I really appreciate watching your show. Really big fan of the show. Giants baseball opening day. I'm glad I could see Lou here. And Eric, you do a great job. Where's Glenn?
Yeah, buddy. Hey, there's Robert Rothberg. What's up, buddy? The Giants can win it all. There we go.
Robert
All right.
Rothberg. We
What's
called
up,
it.
Robert?
We called it.
Haven't seen you in a while, Robert. Good to see you back.
We said Robert
All right.
Rothberg could be out before 4:30, and look at that,
Hey,
right on cue.
It's that time, guys. It's almost time for Giants baseball. So let's get the hell out of here. So, guys, see you tonight. Let's get that win.
Again, I just want to thank Neil, Longbridge Pizza, for having us.
Absolutely.
I want to thank Abraham for the great super chat.
Hey,
I want
Everybody.
to thank the whole entire chat. I also want to thank Orange Man, who came to meet us.
Los D.
Los D.
Los.
And I want to thank Eric for doing a great job helping us look good.
Thanks.
So thank you, Eric.
It takes a lot of work, Lou.
Yeah,
I
it's fun.
agree.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And again, a special thanks to Juice Man Jeremy. He donated a couple of bucks. And Mark, he donated. Oh, geez, I missed that one. My God, Mark, I'm sorry. I missed that one. He donated $5, said super chat on behalf of all Mets fans. Beat the Yankees. There you go. Thanks, Mark. I'm so sorry about that.
To cheer for or against in baseball. And I got to thank a couple of my friends who texted me. They say, my God, we knew you were a really talented guy, but you and Lou are the biggest things on television. So I appreciate that.
Remember,
There you go.
when you do a podcast,
Thanks.
it's an extra 15 pounds in the face.
And I'm starting to wonder here. Big
Nice.
fan of the
And
show,
also,
Eric. Big
Jim,
fan of the show. I'm going over to Polymax, so I got to run now. But thanks for having me on the show.
Hey, Jim, also, thank you for your donation as well.
Just
So,
kidding. Me, Eric.
what's up, Dilated? Hey, better late than never. Yeah, we've been live since about 2:30ish, right around.
Who didn't know what I was doing? You know, Eric, that's
Yeah,
we
that
we
sounds
have
like
we have
Chardon.
briefly seen Chardon in the past.
Briefly.
He forgot to turn off his camera, so I go that's him. So I think I pull it off quite nicely, Eric.
Nice.
Hi guys, thanks for having me on the show. Big fan of the show, Eric. Sometimes I'm a fan of you, Eric, but I really love Glenn and Louie. You've come a long way too. I really like having you on the show, and thanks a lot. Now I got to go watch the articles.
All right, let's get the hell out of here. Guys, we'll see you tonight. Post game. Maybe. Oh, well, no, we are. We're going to do some seventh inning.
Maybe a win.
Maybe one last time. I think you were 6-3 Yankees.
Yeah.
I'm 7-4 Yankees. Eric?
4-2 Giants.
Takes one in every crowd.
4-2 Giants. Let's go.
We'll see you for we'll sing Take Me Out to the Ball game. We'll see you in the seventh inning stretch.
Right on, guys. Be good. And remember, moderation.
Thanks, Eric.
You've been watching Giant Sports Talk Live with Eric and Glenn, a Northern Lights Entertainment Broadcasting production.